So what did you love about the city? You've been here for years. So what was,
Yeah.
when you first moved here, what was like your favorite thing to do?
Well, I mean, I think that like a lot of New Yorkers, you just can't believe like how close everything is. Like every
Yeah.
cuisine you'd ever want to try is just a block away. And it's also the great thing about New York is that people behave exactly the way you always hoped New Yorkers would. I remember like
bad.
early on, like one of my first days running to SNL, and I had a script in like a manila envelope and unstapled script, and it just blew away. And people were walking, not a single person stopped to help me, but a lot of them pointed where the paper was going. So it was people on their phone, and they just go, there, it's in the street.
New York is full of supervisors.
Yeah, just a lot of like people. And also, people always say, like, do you get stopped as a celebrity, do you get stopped in New York much? And I always say you don't, because everyone who lives in New York thinks they're a celebrity. Like anybody
That's
who's
awesome.
here. I think it's great. Yeah. No one has any
that's
time.
amazing. That's amazing.
When I started, I remember like my first year on the show being at a bar in New York, and the bartender said, has anyone told you you look like that guy on SNL? And I said, I was so excited because I hadn't been recognized before. And I said, I am that guy on SNL. And he said, shut up.
That totally happens to me still to this day.
People think you look like Kelly Clarkson?
20 years in, no, and I'll be like, oh, I am. And they're like, no, you're not. And I'm like, well, okay, oh, no, I'm not. And then they're like, are you? Yes, I am. No, you're not. We have this argument back and forth. And then I just give up. And I'm like, no.
You know what you should do is you should ask for their name, and whatever they say, go, no, you're not.
I'm not as funny as you. So wait, it's all your years here, or sorry, in all your years. You guys, we're gonna have to have a fan. I mean, I am legit, I'm gonna look like a Guns N' Roses concert in about 2.2.
This is like, people can't tell, but this is actually carved out of a block of ice.
This is.
To like self-cool the guests.
I am like I'm trying to keep it together. Okay, I'm like, it's all like a slip and slide. Okay. So in all your years here, what's the most like New York thing that you've ever seen happen?
Gosh, the most New York thing I've ever happened. All right, can I talk about cockroaches for a second?
I'm from Texas, we have huge ones.
Okay, gotcha. I think the most unique thing about New York cockroaches is when they finally die,
Which they don't.
They walk into the middle of your kitchen. And they do it there because they want you to know, I've been here this whole time.
And there's plenty more.
And there's more items. I'm not here alone.
That's the thing I found out about LA. So I'm used to cockroaches from Texas.
Yeah.
We have huge ones, but in LA it's rats.
Yeah.
So I'm just like out in my backyard, and like a rat, like literally didn't just run across, stopped, stared me in the face, and then kept going. And I was like, where there's one rat, there's a plethora.
Yeah.
So I'm like freaking out. I'd take the roaches over rats. But one of your writers, Amber Ruffin, who I love her. She joked that you got Botox. Wait, before you leave, Seth is on my show tomorrow, so should I ask him anything?
Oh, yes. There is a very true rumor that Seth got Botox this summer, and you should ask him about that.
Okay.
That was a private conversation between me and a writer that was not supposed to be on television, and it's very hurtful to me that it's a lovely joke because I didn't get Botox, but my natural skin looks like it's been stretched over my face.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, I think so.
Congratulations,
too. Thank you very
genetics.
much. Yeah, it's really good.
Amazing.